Hi, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Daniel.
And this is The Pulse. Daniel, I've heard some rumors going around about our first student of the day.
Yes, actually, that's coming up later on our show. But first, we have a lot of other segments for you. First up, a short story about Mr. Clockmaker and his grade 9 geography class projects.
Hi, my name is Jade, and I'm here to give you the inside look of what grade 9 geography with Mr. Klumpmaker is like. So what are you doing in your geography class?
We've been learning about geography of Ontario and Canada, and then one of our projects, our summatives, was creating these maps which students will use to explain how the features came about and the importance of the map. And they did it with great art and flair, if you ask me.
So now we'll take it to the students to see what they think.
Right now we're making giant replicas of maps.
And why are you doing that in your geography class? How is it going to help you get better at geography?
It gives us a creative way to express our learning so far.
Are you enjoying this experience in geography?
I like this experience because I can interact with the map and actually do something instead of sit and learn. Because making maps is fun. Yeah.
How will this help you in geography?
It helps me in geography by making me think of all the different parts of Canada that have a different climate.
Maps they're just full of layers. You dig past the first one and you learn so much more how to use the map. And then you dig into the second layer and you're just like, all of this is there? Oh my gosh. Then the third one, you start finding new places and you're just amazed and you cannot help but just enjoy it so much. And I think that's where I'll end it today.
Making maps, drawing maps, coloring maps. I like maps. All maps. Maps to Tim Hortons, maps to Subways. Maps about where to find other maps. Maps about finding maps are also fun. And I like maps. Maps.
This is Jerry, and you're rocking the pulse. Rocking the pulse.
We got a few fifth-year students at TD.
Yeah, they'll be missed when they leave. Amber Tarasic and Jeremy Duong put together a segment to say goodbye to them.
I took a fifth year because my biology mark, because if I wanted to get into nursing, it had to be higher, so I kind of had to boost that mark up. So that's pretty much what I had to do, and I didn't really know which college I wanted to take after, so it's like, I'll just take a fifth year, get my stuff done. So.
Yeah, it's about the same, just boosted grades and wasn't ready for college and university yet, so decided to come back.
I wanted to stay for a fifth year just because I didn't want to go yet, and I wanted to think about what I wanted to do before moving on.
In grade 12, I had chemistry, but then I dropped it because the course load was too heavy and I didn't think I needed it. And then I found out that I would need it, so then I came back for fifth year just for chemistry.
To just kind of take time for myself and kind of think about what I actually wanted to do, and then I realized that I needed to save up for school and stuff.
Okay, next year I'm going to be going to university for stats. I applied to Brock, Carleton, and McMaster.
I will be going to university for film. This applied yesterday, so hopefully that's what I'll be doing.
I'm going to college. I don't know which college yet, so hopefully in September I get into college. So that's my plans.
And I'm going to college, same as Julia, for nursing.
After fifth year, I will be working full-time-ish all the way up until August, and I'll hopefully be going to Guelph for marine biology, and I'm hoping that that will be my career in the future.
Do something crazy so that you get recognized. Don't just blend in, do something awesome.
My advice to grade 9s would be that if you feel like doing something like performing or joining a certain type of class or club, then you should do it rather than just think about it and then not end up doing it, because you tend to miss out on quite a bit that way.
Hi, I'm here to talk about Joel. Joel, I'm talking to you. And People should know a little bit about Joel. I've known him since grade 9, 2010. I know him in 3 really important ways. One of them is as a math student. He's pretty diligent at math. I know that Kaylee kind of freaked him out a little bit, but we had a good experience there. That same diligence showed up on the volleyball court, and I had to have a volleyball there for you, Joel. Amazing growth as a volleyball player. One of the best right sides we've ever had. Nice work. But what I really appreciate about Joel is his work as a student assistant with volleyball, with the phys ed people. Joel, man, you're just a guy of deep character, and I want to wish you well, and thank you for sticking around for a 5th year. Wherever you go, man, bring your ball.
So I taught Julia in a whole bunch of history classes starting in grade 10. I think grade 11, 12, and this year. Anyway, and I went to Europe with her a year, just almost 2 years ago now, on the Battlefields trip. We had a great time there. I like Julia. Julia is kind, she's caring, she's honest, Julia's cheerful, she's helpful. Julia knows what she wants, and she knows her limitations, and she knows how to get what she wants, and she doesn't do it at the expense of others, but she does it in ways that are also helpful and kind to others. So I think she's a great gal, and I wish her a lot of success in her studies beyond here.
I know Evan Versteeg through his art. This is a piece he did in grade 9. It's phenomenal. It's a print, a relief print of his initial. This is a piece he did in grade 10 art when he actually was, I think, a grade 11 student, and it's very expressive of the creative, quirky, expressive young man that he is. Evan, I wish you all the best. Stay creative.
I had the pleasure of spending 10 days with Malcolm in Belize. Malcolm is just pure joy. He's fun and funny. He's caring and inclusive. He loves life. He lives large. He's athletic and fashionable. And that's just the short list. I still think TD should hire Malcolm just to wander the halls because he's just so great at that. Malcolm, I will miss you. I will miss your great big bear hugs and your checking in with me every day. But I also know that you're going to do great out in the big world, so go get him, Malcolm. Love you.
I first met Kristen DeHaan in grade 10 E-Block when she took on a number of different tree planting projects outside, and I really got into a lot of the project and weekly job work that we do. Since then, I've had the chance to work with Kristen in grade 11 math, grade 12 environmental science, where she did a bunch of work in our garden and other lots of good outdoor projects. And then for me, a real highlight was getting to teach environmental block with Kristen this year. I'm so glad she came back for a 5th year. This E-Block room here has kind of been her space as much as it's been mine. And she's just taken on lots of great projects with students, provided good leadership, done lots of upfront planning, been involved with trips, just lots of great things. Kristen, I wish you all the best in your future as you look at options from nursing and lots of other programs. Just thank you so much for everything that you've given to E-Block. We'll miss you a lot around here, and thank you just for the chance to be able to teach with you.
So I know Andrew because I taught him many times. He's really into video. And he also was my teacher assistant for this past semester. I'm going to miss you, Andrew, because you're so passionate about video. You inspire others to do better work, and you're just a friendly guy, and you're always willing to help. So all the best in your future, and we'll miss you.
I had the privilege of teaching Robert over the past 4 or 5 years. It's been a really, really fun time. Robert is probably one of the most inquisitive kids I've ever had the privilege of getting to know. He's the man who has a question at all times. Got to enjoy taking him to Algonquin Park. He was the sort of guy who was fantastic in engineering block, willing just to push his own education to new places. I'm going to miss him a bunch. Robert, have a great time exploring Europe, finding your place in this world. When you find it, it's going to be a pretty cool thing that you change.
That's all, folks.
You know, Daniel, some of us just aren't that great at dancing.
Aren't you glad that Naomi and friends are here to help out?
And right after we learn to dance, Tiana and I have an episode of Person on the Street.
Hi,
You're watching Rhythms of the Pulse, and today's dance move is the can-can. When you're doing the can-can, is you take your right leg and you lift it so that your heel is parallel with your knee, so that it's like this. And then you're gonna put that leg back down, and then you're gonna lift that same leg again, going in that same motion, but instead of just leaving it there, you're doing a full extension, crossing your right thigh over your left thigh, and then you're bringing your leg back down. And then you're gonna do the exact same thing with your left leg. So you do up, it's down, and then it's up again, full extension, and it's down. And then you do that 2 more times or however many times goes with the music, and that's the can-can.
If you could be anyone in the world, who would you be and what would you do?
I want to be Iron Man so I could fly and then like kill bad people.
I'd have to be Beyonce so I could rock it on stage.
If you could be anyone in the world, who would it be and what would you do?
I think I would be Selena Gomez, and I will take up singing.
If I could be anyone in the world, I would have to say I would be Canada's Minister of Wildlife. I can't remember his name right now. What would I do? I would end the death of baby seals.
Well, I think I would be Ariana Grande because I like her singing, and I think I would like to go to California, travel around, sing some songs.
I'd probably still be me, just with more time with my kids and stuff like that, because I kind of like my life. Or a ninja.
I would be Kim Jong-il, and I wouldn't have had any kids. I would have dictated forever and not have died.
I think I would like to be a time traveler. Why not?
And what would you do if you were a time traveler?
Well, I don't know. I'd travel around in time and space. Obviously.
Well, Matthew, even though we have a small school, I think we've got tons of talent.
Yes, Dana, I would have to agree with you on that one.
Well, here's a clip brought to you by our very own Jerry and Faith with a story of TD's talents.
And then we have another new segment, Are You Smarter Than a 9th Grader?
What are your talents?
Singing and acting, I think. Singing, acting, and sport.
I act.
I should say I did. I met an old beau of mine and he practically monopolized me. Was he a good dancer?
What have you done outside of school?
I've done plays with Brampton Music Theatre for a long time now, about 6 or 5 shows, and I have been taking singing lessons for 6 years.
I take singing lessons as well. Me and Larissa have the same teacher, and I've been performing with Brampton Music Theatre since I was 8, so a lot of shows.
I'm part of Real Stage Theatre Company, and I just finished my 4th show like a month ago, and I used to take voice lessons.
Do you break dance?
When I dance, I
indeed break things, yes.
Can you show us?
How much are you willing to pay me? A. B. Are you willing to pay for the damages for what I break?
Are you smarter than a 9th grader? Question 1. What is the capital of Australia?
Capital of Australia, Sydney.
Canberra.
Incorrect on Mr. Clumpmaker.
Oh, crikey.
First question. Who wrote Another One Bites the Dust?
Queen.
Okay.
Oh, is this like a...
Yeah, it's both of us trying to...
Oh.
Questions. First question. What director directed Star Wars A New Hope?
Oh, I know that. Which Star Wars? Which one?
A New Hope, I already said that.
I didn't watch the old ones. George Lucas.
Correct! First question. What style of art did Picasso create?
Many styles. Cubism, he did ceramics.
Okay, Cubism was the right answer.
Abstract.
There's more than one answer.
Second question. What band are Harry, Niall, Zayn, Lewis, and Liam part of?
One Direction.
One Direction.
Incorrect on both of you.
What?
What is the answer? A terrible band that should not exist. Okay. Who were the first 2 astronauts to step foot on the moon?
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Tune in next week for more students, more questions, and of course, more grade 12s and teachers being humiliated as they are proven to not be as smart as their younger counterparts. Thank you, goodbye.
Hey Daniel, don't you just hate commercials? They interrupt everything.
Yeah, I totally do, but I do like some commercials.
Really? Which ones?
The Pulse ones.
Hi, my name is Nathan, and I've seen you around the hallways, and I know we don't have any classes together, but I was wondering if you were like not busy on May 29th, and I was wondering if you want to go to prom with me. Do you want to think about it? Take your time.
After a wide variety of selections of students, we are proud to announce
TD's first student of the day.
Now remember to always nominate someone, even teachers can nominate, who you think has done something good for others.
Just email the Pulse at tdchristian.ca. Be sure to tell us why you're nominating them and keep it a secret.
This episode's student of the day is Greg Hornwyk, nominated by Adam Cook. So tell us about the student of the day.
Well, he's a good friend of mine. We've been good friends for a long time. He's a really good guy.
Tell us about Greg.
Greg is an awesome guy. He is what I would call the strong, silent type. He is always thinking. You can tell that the wheels are turning.
What's his favorite video game?
He likes playing racing games because he likes cars.
So do you know Greg H?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Yeah, sort of.
When did you first meet Greg?
I met him in my grade 10 science. It really probably existed in grade
Anyway, so then I asked him a question, and he's really smart, and he's like the sweetest person I've ever met, so yeah.
I met him in grade 9, and I don't know, I just love Greg. Who doesn't love Greg?
We were in the same grade 9 math class. It was a pretty cool math class.
I was in classes with him in grade 9.
But you're in grade 11.
Oh yeah.
I've known Greg since grade 6, and we've gone on vacations together.
I met him in grade 9 on the service trip.
Lies.
Cool kid.
Really appreciate having people like Greg here at TD.
So why did you vote for Greg for Student of the Day?
Well, to be honest, he's probably one of the most humble guys you'll ever meet. He doesn't really like attention very much, so he might not even like this. So he just deserves recognition for being a good, humble guy.
Well, Daniel, I think this has been a very fun Pulse episode.
Yes, I think it has, Matthew. We'll see you later, everyone. Have a fun time studying for those exams.
But for now, Pulse out.